Hey, hey, everybody. How's it going? Hopefully you guys are having a great day. So, if you're anything like me, if you're like me and you're a high achiever and you just want to keep pushing yourself to get to the next level and you're an entrepreneur and you've got lots to do. I know for me, I like taskless and I like to check off those boxes, get those quick dopamine hits, and then move on to the next thing. And one of the things I have found out lately is that I don't always stop to celebrate. I don't always look at the things that I have accomplished. Sometimes I worry about the things I haven't gotten done. So I've shifted that, and I'm just going to share this with you why and why your brain will celebrate with you, and you'll be happier because of it. So it's important to celebrate the small wins, is what I'm saying. So that's what we're going to be diving into today. So if you don't do that and you're a big taskless person, stay tuned. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lynlee Linke, and I'm a mom, I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I wear a lot of different hats and run multiple businesses. And as a high achieving entrepreneurs, and through my neuro coaching and Fun Life Academy, I show other high achievers how to have more excitement, more energy, more joy, more happiness, and more fun along their success journey so that you show up to live a life of authenticity and an extraordinary, amazing life. So you feel confident and you feel fearless and you feel completely unstoppable. So today we're talking about celebrating. So celebrate good times. Come on. Y'all remember that song? Let's celebrate. Maybe I'm dating myself a little bit, but anyway, I think it's cool in the game, right? So as high achievers, of course, you may likely remember the things that you didn't get done at the end of the day, which might make you feel tired and fatigued and drained and your energy like, oh, man, but you're beating yourself up because of the things you didn't get done, not because of the big list of things that you did do and everything you accomplished. And that's because you didn't stop to consciously think about it and celebrate the things that you did do. And so that's what we're talking about today, on how to shift that. So celebrating the small wins daily actually release the hormones like dopamine and serotonin. It's the feel good dopamine release, and the serotonin, which is in charge of like your willpower and keeps you motivated and on that deep level, deep thinking type of personality. So you want more of those things, right? And that's what will drive you and keep you motivating when those are higher. So celebrating the small wins that releases that, and it primes your brain on your subconscious to be continually doing that automatically because that's exciting and that's a good thing, and you want more of what's good for you in your life. And if you focus on the negative, which is all about that particular activating system that I talk about all the time, that's meant to keep you safe and secure and in your safety bubble. So you're seeing your negative things as an alert to say, uh-oh, we're out of our comfort zones. Watch out, watch out. So when you focus on the negative and the more challenging things in your life, negativity begets negativity. And it lowers the frequency and keeps you in that pain. It keeps you in that state of resentment. It keeps you in the struggle. It keeps you in the stuck mode, as opposed to continually to move on to the good things in your life because you're stuck in a negative place. And so that in turn, of course, attracts more negativity and can even physically make you sick, if not at the least crabby. Yeah. And physically it does, because the neurochemicals that are released when you're in a negative state of mind are different than they are when you're in a positive state of mind. In fact, you increase your cortisol levels, which increases your blood pressure and your release of glucose, and so you're more predisposed to obviously heart problems and stroke and diabetes and all of those things because of the cortisol that's being released in your system. So that's how it can actually physically make you sick. But if you focus consciously, and I do believe there's a shift here that you have to think about it on a conscious level so that it becomes something you do repetitively every day on that positive mind frame, you're going to be on automation, and that's going to continue to keep that positive cycle going. When you're giving yourself those daily wins and those daily hits, you're actually giving your brain that win, and you're saying to yourself that you are someone who can achieve goals. You are someone who can be focused. You are someone who is going to get stuff done. And that primes your brain not only to do those things, but also for your identity for who you are. Because when you're showing up for success every day. When you're getting those things accomplished, you become the person who has focus. You become the person who gets stuff done. You become that person, that success-driven, achieving goal person by setting your brain up to believe it with the small wins. It also reminds you and reminds your brain that you're going after your goals, you're going after your big dreams, and you're doing it on a daily basis incrementally, because it is those small incremental changes that will give you the long-lasting results. So you're setting yourself up for the daily basis with those small incremental changes. So we don't just look at the big picture and the big goal. Sometimes you have to break it down bite by bite to do things each day. So I used to have this big long task list and check off everything I did, and then the things I didn't do is what I harped on. Now I choose 3, only 3. Sometimes I choose 1, just 1, because if I have a big day ahead of me and it's a one thing that I need to get through, like some days it's just getting through the day on what I have planned and celebrating it when I've gotten through a big day. But most of the time it's 3 small goals, little tasks, not even goals, it's just tasks in that incremental climb, right? And I write down the task, I write down how I'm going to celebrate, and I send it to an accountability. That has helped me so much. Sharon, my accountability girl, hey, if you're watching this, that's helped me so much, because I will sometimes allow myself to let myself down, but I'm not going to let somebody else down. So I will always show up for her, even sometimes when I don't show up for myself. So just telling her what I'm going to do and being held accountable to that has been helping me. So if that serves you, I recommend you do that. Try that. I didn't think it would, because I thought, well, I'm driven myself, and I'm going to make sure that I do things for myself. But it's actually really helped me to put myself out there, to write it down. In fact, sometimes I don't even remember what it was that I needed to do, although I have a planner and I write things down. But to really make those 3 a priority and put them at the top on the things that I need to accomplish. And one day it was something as simple as make an appointment to take my car in. It was one of those drudgery things I didn't want to do, but I knew it was important, and the light had all kinds of lights going on in my car. I knew I needed to get it in, and so I made that phone call. And I was super excited about that, and I celebrated that at the end of the day. And so make sure you're writing it down, you're having an accountability partner. Don't choose more than 3, and celebrate it. Write down what you're going to celebrate with. So it might be something simple as you're going to go for a walk, you're going to take your dog out, you're going to go look in nature, you're going to have a nice cup of tea or coffee or whatever it is you want to have. Maybe you're going to have a glass of wine at the end of the day. Maybe you're going to read a book. Maybe you're going to allow yourself to Netflix or do a puzzle like I do, or take a bath, just whatever it is that you can celebrate for you, for those little bitty things. Now you can have bigger goals and you can have big celebrations for those as well, but I'm talking about on a daily basis. Set 3, write them down, be accountable to them, and follow through, and make sure you celebrate them all the time. If you don't put so much pressure on yourself and think about everything, every place that you fall short and you beat yourself up about, don't do that, because you're going to do 3 goals that you can accomplish every single day. And those are going to take you closer to your dreams. It's kind of like habits that build up. And you want those to become on automation, like brushing your teeth. Every day you're going to have 3. Every day you're going to write them down. Every day you're going to accomplish them. And every day you're going to celebrate. So celebrate over and over, again and again, so that you get those good neurochemicals released from your brain. You're setting yourself up to have an identity for who you are, as someone who shows up, someone who is successful. That becomes who you are. I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you want to dive into this deeper, if you need some accountability, if you need some help figuring out your big goals so we can break them down and chunk them into bite-sized tasks, I am absolutely here for you. Happy to do a clarity call for absolutely no charge. Just reach out and I would love to help. Have a great day. Bye.